What's going on, y'all? About to send this link out, then we're going to go ahead and get started. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. All right, bam. What's going on, y'all? Sent that link out. Gonna wait for y'all to hop in. Then we're gonna get to it. Gotta get my charts on. I'm gonna do one more tab. What's going on, y'all? I see y'all jumping in here. Starting the live a little bit of different time, but like I said in the channel, as soon as I opened my computer up, decided to update, probably because I kept postponing it. So, I had to wait for that to finish, but we're getting to it now. Didn't really miss anything though, looking at the charts. I was still on the charts on my phone and stuff, but didn't really miss anything. So as we can see on a lot of these pairs, looking at GN right here, whoops, let me turn that alarm off. So looking at GN, again, I went over this in the live with the members yesterday. When we went live during the New York news event. But pretty much what's been going on the past week or two, after we had this huge push to the upside, we had this trickle down, and now we're in this ranging consolidation. We can clearly see we're ranging consolidating because we have not made any new higher highs or any new lower lows, meaning we haven't, continued the uptrend or started the reversal or downtrend. Was kind of looking to see if that was going to happen yesterday, but that didn't really happen yesterday. It's still been respecting these levels with a lot of the pairs we're looking at. But right now we're just talking about GN here. We have this strong support level that we can see each time price has dropped. It just failed to break. So want to see that happen today, especially because price hasn't come back and retested this daily level here as resistance. It did that yesterday, and it hasn't come back since. I was looking for an entry on it last night, but it never retraced to that level. So then I was going to look for a sell setup below here. But as you can see, this is pretty much what price has been doing since market reopened. So boom, boom, boom. This is when market reopened. This was during Tokyo session. Was waiting to see what's going to break this level, hit this level, rejected, trickled back, rejected. Finally dropped down like an hour before London session started. But now we see it's still respecting this level as a support. So we want to see if price can break below that level. If price can break below that level, we could possibly look for a sell, or price can retrace back up to when it did the drop yesterday. Or price can retrace back up to when we did the drop yesterday. Let me know how my mic's sounding too, y'all. Let me know how the mic sounding. Let me see what y'all saying in the comments. Let me know how the mic sounds too. What's going on, Richie? You're still holding the sales from yesterday. Why are you doing that? Didn't stop loss get hit? Why would you hold that still when stop loss got hit? You should, I wouldn't suggest doing that. I mean, we can pull up NAS right now, but when TP or stop loss gets hit, that's when you're supposed to close a trade. And NAS stop loss got hit yesterday. So if you're still holding, I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing so. I don't know where you entered at, but assuming if you enter where we entered at, stop loss got hit, and now it's hugging this resistance level here. Just like I went over with the members, if it was going to be able to hold this level, which we can clearly see it tried multiple times to break below. But again, when there was a lack of volume, because again, after the news, this was the news candlestick, because news was at 8:30 yesterday. After the news candlestick, it held on this level for about 30 minutes, which is what provoked me to go for the sell. And then you can see here, price tried multiple times. We almost hit TP1 multiple times, but then it rejected that level and then slowly trickled its way back up to the resistance level up here. So the stop loss got hit. So I don't know why you're still holding that. I would have closed, especially if it went past what you were supposed to be risking for that trade. You know what I'm saying? Never keep holding a trade when stop loss gets hit. So we took GJ sell. We called this yesterday, last night. Some more TVs got hit, then it whipped us out. But again, it's been a super rangy week. And again, we can clearly see that on the charts. Again, we had this huge pump up. After this huge pump to the upside, price failed to make a higher high. But then also it's been respecting this daily level, which is this blue line, which we can clearly see here. And then even yesterday, again, I was seeing it was going to break this level, but again, it's still respecting the support. Broke further down than it did yesterday. Last night, we hit that wick, and now it's retracing back up. So it's still respecting this blue level as a support resistance, which we can clearly see as a strong support resistance level. We can go in a naked chart. I wonder if this is still marked up. All right, so this is a chart we had marked up for when I had my one-on-one session with one of the members yesterday. So this is the level we're clearly stuck on. We can see that this was a strong resistance. How can we see this as a strong resistance? Because when we was catching all these buys on this uptrend, this is where price came to a halt. Failed to make a higher high here, then harsh rejection, and then price went for a round two, then broke this level, and then the strong resistance turned to a strong support. And as we can see here, it's failing to break below it, but it's also failing to break to the upside. So I want to see this ranging this in today. That way next week we can have a clean trend, have some clean setups, and also catch some nice moves. But again, we just got to wait to see what happens. But we do got news today. We're going to be going live with the members for the news event today as well. We got news at 8:30. We got Canadian news. We have unemployment change, unemployment rates, and then that's pretty much it. But next week we have a regular looking week. All right, so we look at next week, have a regular looking Monday, regular looking Tuesday, Wednesday we got some news, Thursday, Friday. So it looks like a regular week. So today I want to see, just like yesterday, the choppiness and ranginess get broken out of. That way we can just have some clean setups we can jump into and look for. Because right now, literally price has just been choppy all week. And if you don't see that, we can literally go on the charts and break that down. But before we do that, let me pull up some pairs really quick. There's a couple things I want to look at. All right. We want to see if we can hold this level here. Okay. So here's a perfect example too. So this is my favorite time frame to do back testing on the 15. Obviously, especially if you're trying to look for trends and stuff, you need to be on the bigger time frames. But let's just look and do a replay of yesterday. We can do the whole week, but let's just do yesterday for right now. So this was last night, right before London session started. 2 hours before London session. This is the 1 a.m. candle. Broke and dropped this level. So if you didn't catch this one move, there was literally not another setup the rest of the day. So this was boom. Then London session started. We're still in London session. We're still in London session. We're still in London session. This is when New York started. Right here. Boom, boom, boom. New York news candlestick. Boom, boom, boom. So unless you went for this move here, there was literally just this one move. By the way, this was Tokyo session, so there was nothing Tokyo session until the 2 hours before London session started. Then after that, what did price do? Ranged at this level. Ranged at this 4-hour support resistance level. Then what happened after that? Rejected that level, and then what did it do? It ranged here. Again, this is 11 a.m. all the way to when? Literally 12:45 a.m. the next day, or that night, or last night. So literally for hours, a complete session, price stayed in place. So do you think you can catch some moves here? No. And then right here, last minute, again, at midnight, did a quick little drop. And then now look, we're choppy and ranging right here. So there was literally only one, maybe two setups you could have caught. And in between those setups, price was extremely choppy. Same thing with GN. Had this quick move. After that, price was choppy, rejected this level. So maybe you could have caught a move here if you was looking for buys. But after did that drop, what happened? From 11:30 all the way to, crap, I forgot to do military time. I want to say that's 7. Yeah, to like 7 Tokyo session. Then price started to move again. Then just slow drop down. But then this was also not at any key price level, so it's not like I was going to look for a setup here. But again, you can literally see also on the candlesticks how small these candlesticks are. This is showing you the lack of volume, where you can clearly see a difference when there is volume. Right? We can clearly see a difference when there's volume, but we can see here literally choppiness as well. Look how small these candlesticks are. Do you think there's any volume in these candlesticks? Do you think there's any volume in these candlesticks? So unless you catch those moves when it happened, it's not like a couple of weeks ago there was multiple different opportunities. It's like if you missed that initial move, you either just stuck in that move and you're deep in profit, waiting for the next move or retracement, or you're waiting for another setup. And that's pretty much what's going down. We're having a lot of ranging on the daily time frames and on the smaller time frames. So let's put this back on the chart where the markups are on. All right, bam. So we got the 4 o'clock hour that just started. We're gonna look for some setups though. See what's going down. But yeah, same thing with GN, same thing with the euro pairs, same thing with gold. We're gonna look at gold and the indices though in a second. We're gonna pull those up. Matter of fact, we're gonna pull that up right now. Those just joined the stream, you haven't entered anything yet, go ahead and hit that first link in the description on the free signal room, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last week, and that's not last month. Last month, I got to still put that on here. I'm going to have it next week on there. But that's how we did July. Last month, we went, what did we go? We went 42 and 7 or something like that. Let me pull it up. Last month, we went 45 and 7. We're going to go in the free signal room in a little bit. All right. Cool. All right, so let's pull up the indices and look at what they're doing. We'll pull up US30 first. All right, so right now we have the indices chilling on a resistance level. So US30 did this nice little drop. Try to make a low here. Rejected the support level. Shot back up. Or we went for a little buy setup. Then price failed to make a higher high. So it's slowly trickling back down. So if it continues to hold this level as resistance, we can see price reattempt to continue the downtrend. But first, it would have to break this level here at 34,230, 34,220. If it can break and hold underneath that level, then the next target would be the last place it rejected, which is the daily level here. But as we can see yesterday and today so far, again, just chilling. There was a couple quick bounces here. US30 is a little bit different. But there was a couple quick bounces here. But again, if you didn't catch this initial move here, or if you didn't catch this bounce here, price just chilled here. Again, this was all the way from 1:30 all the way to 3:15 a.m. So 1:30 p.m., 3:15 a.m. Then there's another move here. So again, when there's not volume, you can't really do too much, especially if you missed the initial move. And we did miss a couple quick moves yesterday. So with those and then market conditions, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And looking at NAS, same thing. So reacted to this imbalance, and we went for a sell here. The reason why we went for a sell was because One, price failed to make a higher high here because we was going for buys. We caught the reversal here. Where's my arrow? There it is. But price failed to make a higher high here. And you see for 1, 2, 3, 4 days, price was rejecting this level and failing to break this level, which caused price to drop down. So I missed the initial entry here. So if price could hold underneath this level, which it did, like you saw at the beginning of the stream, we broke it down. After the news candlestick, price got pushed down, and then it held here for about 45 minutes. And then the hour end, this one we went for that sell. You see it tried multiple times to push to the downside, but then it rejected. So now we see price chilling, holding this level here. So we can hold this level as resistance. We can look for a possible sell here. So that's what we're watching, see if it's going to do or not. Again, just a lot of ranging. We had this huge drop to the downside 2 weeks ago. Then after that, we had the retracement up. We had price kind of range and hold for about a whole week here, because this was on Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, then finally rejected that level. And now we're chilling right here. We also got this imbalance though, so this imbalance can possibly push price back up as well, which we kind of saw a reaction to right here. And then same thing with SPX. They're all looking very similar. This is treating the level as resistance. Same thing, we got this imbalance right here. Whoops. Struggled to make a higher high, eventually rejected, started making lows. Then we had this huge drop. Then price retested, treated as resistance, dropped down, failed to hold this level. So now we're going to see if it's going to continue to hold this level as resistance, or if it's going to break back above and try to treat it as support. But as you can see, it's rejecting right now as resistance. But we can also see same thing. Very choppy. So when it's low volume, so I went over this with the members, but it's very important. So those watching, make sure to listen to this and rewind it or replay it until it makes sense. So how does price move? It moves based off volume. So there's no volume. And then on top of that, on the daily time frames where and levels of traffic are consolidating, price can't really do too much. Because again, we have these key price levels. If it's your first time on the stream, you might not understand how accurate or powerful these levels are. But members, you should already know how accurately powerful these levels are. So if there's no volume, price is not going to be able to break above or below the next level. If we're in a downtrend, it's not going to be able to break that support and turn it into resistance. If we're in an uptrend, it's not going to be able to break that resistance and turn it into a support. Right? A good example of that is, we can go pull up EJ. We actually need to look at EJ to see if it's going to do something right now anyways. And I see y'all chats in the comments. We're going to get into that in a second. Same thing with EJ here. There wasn't enough volume to break this level because, again, we went for this buy when we was in this huge uptrend. Wasn't enough volume, rejected that level, got stuck here, reattempted to try to break this level multiple times, over and over again, struggled to break that level. So since there wasn't enough volume, because again, you can see these candlesticks, these are very small candlesticks. So since there wasn't enough volume to break price or break this level to continue the trend, price only has one other option, which is to trickle back down to the nearest level. And then we can see the lack of volume because price just slowly retracing down, right? So then we go into bigger time frames. What do we see? We see the same thing, but on the bigger time frames, price ranging, not making higher highs, not making lower lows. So right now, what we wanted to see yesterday was either price break this level here, which we can clearly see it keeps respecting as a support, or to break this level here, which we see it keeps respecting as resistance. Because right now we're just ranging right now. So there's not really big moves we can catch like a couple weeks ago. There's only like a couple pips we can catch, like 10, 15 pips. And obviously, usually we like to go for more. But, you know, at the same time, you got to take what the markets give you. But that's pretty much what's going on with a lot of these pairs. Again, so let's go back into time. What's today? Today's Friday. So let's go to the beginning of Thursday. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. So this was Tokyo session. Price rejected down. So you didn't catch that move there. If you didn't catch that move there, you missed the opportunity. Then this was London session. London session started right here. Price range. They rejected that level. But again, there was a small move you could have caught there. But the way I like to trade, I like to try to catch, higher highs or lower lows. So I'm waiting to see which side of the coin price is going to break. But we can clearly see here, if we highlight this level. By the way, I'm still looking at charts and stuff, but there's, prices doing the same thing on all these pairs. It's just choppy right now. So we're going to be breaking down what's going on with these charts. Because again, how do we make money? We make money based on the candlesticks. So if we don't understand what's going on in the charts or the candlesticks, it's going to affect us, effectively trading and thus ultimately making money. So we're going to do a quick bar replay here. I just want to highlight these levels really quick. All right, that's good enough. All right, cool. So this is when we was nice and bullish. We can see what's nice and bullish. Same thing here, though, before we begin. We was nice and bullish here. You can see what's catching these buys. And the same thing, price failed after hit this strong resistance level to make a higher high, which caused what? The retracement down. When we see here, we caught those sells. Then price came to the strong support level. And then what happened? Price pushed back up, came to the exact same resistance level. Then what happened? Price rejected back down again, right? Then again, price failed to break this level here, went a little bit lower, but failed to break this level here, shot back up. Same thing though, we see here that it didn't break this resistance level, retested, then eventually on this higher high, finally broke these highs to the left, which showed that the uptrend was going to continue. Because again, if you watch my video on how to identify the trend, that's one of the things we broke down and highlight in that. So let me go ahead and drop that video in the chat. If I can find it. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, there we go. And Richie, yeah, I got you. We'll talk about it a little bit more, but we're gonna go more in depth with that on the live today in the New York session. But I got you, Richie. I'm gonna cut you to the other comments too. And thanks for letting me know the mic's good. All right, get the likes up too, y'all. All right, so we can clearly see that we're bullish right now. Price is making a higher high as we speak. So now let's get rid of these arrows so we can focus on what we're looking at. So now we're going to keep playing. All right. So price made a high. Technically a higher high here. Broke this low here, but came to the main support level, which we can see here. How do we know this is main support? Because we see this was a strong resistance. And since price broke through this candlestick with this engulfing candlestick, if you watch my How to Read Candlesticks video, you know about this one, the wicks. This is still showing, again, strong resistance can turn to a strong support, just like a strong support can turn to a strong resistance. And we clearly see here price hit this level and is rejecting and respecting that support. So let's keep playing and see what happens. Boom. So I shot up, and this is when the ranging begins. Shot up, failed to make a higher high, rejected, broke the lows here. So then we're going to be like, okay, we might be looking for sells because we also see here how the support level is being treated as a resistance. But let's keep playing. Let's get rid of these arrows so we can keep looking. All right. Then price finally broke this level, which showed an indicator that maybe a higher high was going to get made. So that's when me and the members, we went for a buy here. And then again, if we go on a smaller time frame, hopefully this doesn't kill the bar replay. It might do it though. We can see that off this retracement, it tried, multiple times. It respected this level of support for a few hours because we're on a 15-minute time frame. So we can see here also by these wicks that it tried multiple times, almost hit TP1 multiple times. But again, when there's a lack of volume, price got no choice but to reject, or go to the nearest or closest level. In this case, it rejected to the downside, which we can see here. All right, so let's go back on the daily. Hopefully it doesn't undo the bar replay. All right, cool, still in business. Let's zoom back out and let's play again. Boom. So again, you see this level. You see it's still respecting this level of support, which is what's been messing us up all week because it's literally just been ranging in a box. All right. And like I always talk about, there's three chart patterns. There's three true chart patterns. There is when price is going up. All right. That's not what I was trying to do. There we go. When price is going up, when we're in the uptrend, or when price is going down, when we're in the downtrend. And then what price does in between, which we're witnessing right now, is when it's ranging, consolidating, or in the sideways market, which is what you don't typically want to enter in because, again, price is just bouncing. And eventually it's going to break out of this level. So ideally, you want to wait for it to break out of this ranging and treat this level as a resistance where you can look for sales and the downtrend can begin, or you want to wait for price to break into break above and treat the level of support where we can see buys in the uptrend begin, right? And we can see some clear examples of that right here as well. Matter of fact, we're about to go on to this naked chart. We can see a clear example of this right here. So we're about to put another box right here. Change this color orange. Boom, boom, boom. So price right here, clear uptrend. Then when price hit this level, what happened? Started to consolidate and range in this box. Broke out a little bit, right? So let's go on a smaller time frame and see how price reacted when it broke out below this level. So when it broke out, one, look what it took to break out. A huge volume candlestick. And then after that, you could look for some sales, right? But we also see when price retested, rejected, treated as resistance. Then eventually it pushed back above. And look what happened. Another volume candlestick helped push price back up. Again, if you haven't watched that video on my channel, I'm going to link that in the chat. And then I'm going to catch up to the chat after this. Where is that video? Here it is. Copy. Down. My bad, y'all. All right, bam. Now let's go back on the daily. By the way, I'm still looking at the charts. Let me pull up the indices really quick. So I'm looking at the other stuff. Currency pair-wise, price is still kind of ranging. Let me see what these indices are up to. Okay. So NAS is starting to reject that level. Okay, so we might be looking. We can look for a possible sell setup here in the indices. Give me 1 second, y'all. But no, we're not looking for. We are looking for GN sales. We're not looking. We're not in sales right now. Looking doesn't mean we're in a sell right now. All right, let's go back on the daily. I was looking at my other screen, but we can break that down in a second. So again, when this was a clear uptrend, then what happened? We saw the consolidation. Then when price broke below it, then price shot back up, and then look, it was consolidating in this level until it finally broke out. And just like we talked about, in between this box, we see price was clearly treating this as a resistance, and now we can clearly see prices treating this level as a support. But now we're stuck in another box, which is right here. So now we're waiting for price to either break out of this box above, and we can see the uptrend continue, or we're waiting for price to reject below this level, trade as resistance, and then see possibly the downtrend begin. But we clearly see price ranging and bouncing right here. We can clearly see price consolidating. We can clearly not see higher highs or lower lows getting made. So since that's not happening, that's why price keeps on ranging. And again, when there's not a lot of volume on top of that, price can't really break these levels, which causes, rejections and just ranging and stuff like that. So that's basically what's going on with a lot of these pairs. But we're going to pull up gold and the indices really quick because something interesting is happening with those. We're going to catch up to the chats also. So gold ranged here, did a quick shot up last night, left it alone. I'm going to see what happens here though. Reacted off of imbalance. People in the course channel, you know what the imbalances are. So right now, looking at gold, we could look at some possible buys up to this resistance level at 1934. I would personally wait for it to retrace a little bit lower to around 1920, 1922 at least. That way you have a decent risk reward and a decent entry. So that's what I'm waiting on right now. I'm waiting on a retracement. And if price can hold this level, we can look for possible buy. But again, as we can see, did that quick push. And then what happened after that quick push? Just chilling, no volume, just trickling, chilling, right? Got stuck back in this level of traffic. Same thing that happened here. Look, also, this is the same thing. We had this level of traffic here. Price failed to break that level multiple times. So you can see it's clearly trending as resistance. And then look right here. Price coincidentally does the same thing at the level again. Again, price isn't just ever randomly doing stuff. You just got to know what you're looking at. All right, so now we broke down basically what's been going down this week and what's going on the charts right now. Let me catch you to these chats. And let me switch some things up. Make sure to follow me y'all on Instagram and TikTok. Y'all should see it on the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram's playmaker_way. TikTok's playmaker way. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Check the content out on there as well. All right. What's going on, Tamia? I see you in here. What's going on, Orion? I see you in here. All right, sounds good. All right, cool. And Richie, the thing with, all right, I'm going this with the live too, but GJ, I'm not going to lie. I moved my stop loss immediately after that drop, and I got wicked out. So when a pair, again, with the market conditions we're in right now, and you wasn't alive, so you kind of understand what's going down. But with the market conditions we're in, especially when price is super rangy like that, and on top of that, price took forever for it to get out of that level, right? So again, looking at GJ, we took this sell. We was literally in drawdown, not just literally in drawdown all day, but we can see price was literally no volume, just hugging this level over and over again. So when price during a Tokyo session finally did that fell swoop and dropped to the downside, you should have secured your profits, moved that selling profit. Because look what happened after that huge push down. It hit that wick. And again, that wick, again, we can move this wick here. You watch that candlestick video I dropped. You can clearly see why price did that, hit this level of traffic and rejected that level. So I personally, what I did, but I'm saying I personally would have, but I did do it. But I'm saying like future reference, I would have moved my stop loss and profit immediately. But again, you live and learn, you know what I'm saying? But let's go back to, what was we looking at? Someone was saying GN sell. So I went over GN. I said we was looking for sellers, but that doesn't mean we're jumping into. So whenever I say we're looking for something, doesn't mean we're automatically jumping into it. And also, I see all y'all's comments. Y'all comments aren't going to disappear. If I didn't read it yet, that's because I'm talking. But you also saw me talking, so you don't gotta, say the same thing multiple times. I mean, 2 times is cool, but I promise I read all the comments. We ain't that big yet, where I'm gonna be missing some comments. We're getting there though, but we ain't that big yet. I can still respond to everybody's messages and comments. So we went over US30. I'll go over that again just in case you came in after I went over it. What's going on, DJ Doc? I see you in here. Gold, just went over gold. I was wondering if you traded gold. Any sentiment? If I traded gold, I do trade gold. If you're asking, have I traded gold this week? I have not, but I do trade gold. If we go to gold, the last trade signal I called was in the free channel last week. And we can see the same thing here after that news event. Did that quick push up, which I caught that buy. Then again, after that huge news event, went zone to zone, then no volume, price trickled there. Then when price eventually broke above this level, that's when we went for buys. Hit TP2 a couple times. We did a quick retracement, and then during the news event, price shot up. And then prior to that, we caught the entire downtrend. Was calling sales in between the free channel advanced play signal room. And then before that, we caught the entire uptrend up. Let me go into the bigger time frame. So yeah, I do trade gold, but again, all the pairs right now, including the indices and gold, are super choppy right now. But yeah, we caught the entire downtrend down, then we was catching buys. Last year, we caught the entire uptrend up. Can't really see them, but if you go into the free signal room, free Telegram, first link in the description, and you go to the pinned message here, this will take you to last year, and you can see basically what we've been doing for an entire year, how we've been averaging high 80, high 90% win rates weekly, monthly, and quarterly for an entire year. And we've been basically catching, the whole trend up and down since the playbook started. All right. But yeah, right now I'm not in any gold positions, but I do trade gold. It's one of my favorite things to trade. So looking at SPX, it's dropping back down just like NASDAQ. So if you are still holding that, you got a little lucky. I mean, it's not really lucky because if you're a member, we went over this yesterday saying if it fails to hold this level, then we can see price coming up to this resistance where we can look for sales. And sure enough, we see price doing exactly that. So again, if price can break this level, then we could possibly see our TPs get hit. We kind of saw a similar thing happen with GJ. Again, why is this happening? Because the consolidation and ranging mainly on the daily time frames. Like we look at GJ on Tuesday, we went for a buy. Stop loss got hit. After stop loss got hit, came to this liquidity or this key support resistance level on smaller time frame, pushed back up, or me and some others re-entered, and guess what? It went exactly as projected. But sometimes it isn't going to automatically go when you want it to go. Sometimes it's going to do a retracement. Sometimes you enter a little too early. Sometimes you enter a little too late. It is a part of trading. Because again, nothing's 100% accurate. Even though these levels we can clearly see are accurate. But again, like, price isn't going to always go where you want it to go as soon as you enter. Sometimes it's going to take a little bit. So that's basically what's going on there. Now, as far as GN, we are looking for GN sales. Tradable, we are looking for GN sales, but we're waiting for price to break this level, which we can clearly see is failed to do so multiple times. Rejected, tried again earlier, didn't really quite hit it. Then we see here is rejecting. So if price can break below and treat this low as resistance, then we can look for sales. Or we're going to have to wait for price to push back up to here where the initial drop happened yesterday, where we can look for a possible sell setup. Again, the reason why I'm leaning towards sales and I'm waiting patiently for this level to get broken is because, again, you go in the daily time frame, which you watch any of my trade breakdowns on YouTube, we always start off in the daily time frame, and I break down and explain why. But we can clearly see here that price has failed to break below this level. So why would I enter a sell here where price is currently treating this level as a support? So if I enter a sell here, look what's happening. We're going to be rejecting and then drawdown, and at risk of stop loss getting hit and losing money. So I'm patiently waiting for price to break below and hold this level so we can look for a sell. All right, but literally, just like all the other pairs, we literally see price was in a clear little uptrend, caught these buys here, failed to make a higher high. Then look, we're in consolidation, just ranging in a box, stuck treating this level as support, stuck treating this golden level as resistance. So we're waiting for price to either break below this level, we can look for sells, or we're waiting for price to break above this level, this golden level, and we can look for buys. So I'm not really going to be trading in between. If it hits this daily level, I might go for a sell on it. But yeah, so we're just patiently waiting on that. You know what I'm saying? Let me catch up to, do you think NAS will go up or fall as long term? I think I answered that, but we can go over that again. So as far as long term, depends what you're talking about long term. We're talking about, we can go in the daily. Let me just break down what I see. So we can go on the naked chart. So as of now, Again, we just gotta look and just follow the flow of price. It was catching these sells here. Before that, it was nice and bullish. All right, so price failed to make higher highs here. It rejected to the downside, but the same support level it respected, like it did here, which is what indicated me to go for the buys last week on US30 SPX. So price failed to make a higher high here and rejected this level. So only way I can see NAS continuing the uptrend is if price breaks and holds above 15,540, 15,550. So it's going to have to do some work to do that. As we can see, we went for sales yesterday, and we can see prices going as projected right here. Did I call the signal out? No, because again, mainly right now I want to use this live to explain what's going on with the charts and markets, because I know most people, most people that jump into the lives are curious or want to learn. But also, I know in the free channel, most people just take my trades or have trade copiers. So I know most people be working too at this time or during the time the trades are going on. So they don't really get to see what's going on in between. They just look at their phone screen and either say their phone's blue or red, and they're just like, okay, what's going on? So that's why I like to explain basically what's going on with the charts and stuff like that. But long term, I'm looking at sales at least for this week and next week. The only way I'm gonna look for buys, like I said, is if price one would have to do a couple things. It would have to break this daily level here and treat that level as support, which we can clearly see is being treated as resistance. But first, we'd have to break this level, which is being treated as resistance. But for us to see buys, it would have to break above this level, treat as support, and continue to push up. So right now, that's why we're looking for sales. That's also why we were looking for sales yesterday. But again, it is what it is. There's not a lot of volume. Hopefully that gets picked up next week. But we'll just have to wait to see what happens there. Can you explain the volume? Yeah, we're gonna go over that in the live, Richie. No, you're straight, Richie. You're straight. All right. So we went over all that stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back to these currency pairs and see what's going on. Those just joined the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. Go ahead and hit that first link in the description. We're on the free signal room, free Telegram. You see on the screen how we did last week and then July. Last month we went 45 and 7. I'm going to have that updated on the screen next week. Last week though we went 9 and 2, caught 88,916 pips. July we went 34 and 3, caught 105,389 pips. So let's look at gold. Is it retracing? Yeah, it's kind of slowing down. So we're going to wait for a retracement. So I'm going to just put this buy idea here before price does retrace. I would like to see price retrace back to this before the news event. Again, it's not a USD news event, but sometimes Canadian news affects the USD pairs, just like the USD news affects most of the pairs when the news pops off. Yeah, but if it can come back down here, this would be a nice 1 to 2, almost 1 to 3 risk reward. That's what we're looking at right there. Yeah, and as far as GJ, this is a slight level I have marked off, not one of my key levels. Well, I want to see the range in this end today. So either way it goes, I'm not going to be complaining too much. I just want to see the consolidation end. That way we can get some more smoother trades and setups going. But as we see with literally most of these pairs, prices just ranging. So ain't too much we can do about that. Let's see what GA is up to. GA, same thing. Right, so let's clean up some of these charts. GA is looking just like GN. So let's pull up GN actually. So let's put GN back up, put this back on the daily. And yeah, if you're asleep, ain't nothing you can do about that. You know what I'm saying, Richie? So don't trip too much about that. But you're doing the right thing because SL still might have got wicked. I have to check on a smaller time frame, but we're going to pull up GN really quick. So yeah, so we see GN is still trying. If we can break that level, we will go for a sell. But GN and GA are pretty much looking very similar on the daily time frame. Right, had that huge buys we caught. Then now we got the consolidation, and we're stuck failing to break the support level, but also failing to make higher highs. Same thing with GA. Caught these huge buys, which you go into free signal, free Telegram. You can see we caught those buys this week. what was it, like the August 15th week, whatever the week August 15th was. Then now we see the consolidation, but then we also see this golden level right here. Price is failing to break below. We see all these wicks. Each time price hit this level, we see wicks, then rejection, wicks, then rejection. But I am leaning towards sales because of the nice little drop here. But again, I'm not going to go for sales unless price does one or two things. Comes up to this daily level or breaks below this 4-hour level. So right now we're just waiting for the consolidation and ranging to end. But again, this is the daily time frame. So you read the candlesticks on the daily time frame like you read the chart. So any other time frame, only difference is these candlesticks isn't 5 or 10 or 5 or 15 minutes. They're a day. So the same thing we would wait for on smaller time frames, we're just having to wait for on a larger scale, which is the bigger time frames. That's the only difference. No problem, DJ. Oh, still active? Okay, yeah. Yeah, so like always, hold the SRTB gets hit, and we've seen plenty of examples why to do that. A good example was last week with UJ. We was in drawdown for the end of SPX last week as well. We call that UJ play. We can actually pull that up. We're going to keep GN on here, though, because it looks like GN is about to try to do something, get active for us. So we're going to switch off GA. And really quick, let me just look at the Euro counterparts. Yeah, doing the same thing. Now, EA is on this daily level, but same thing, hugging and ranging. BJ doing the same thing, hugging and ranging. Yeah, Ian doing the same thing. Yeah. All right, cool. So yeah, we're gonna keep GN. I'm gonna put that on my other screen. Yeah, we're gonna keep that on my other screen. All right, cool. All right, cool. Go doing that still. GN. All right, so we're gonna pull up UJ. We're gonna pull up SPX. I mean, we just saw last night on GJY also another reason why. What was that, Tuesday? Maybe I should have looked at UJ instead of GJ, because UJ is a clear uptrend and it broke out the consolidation last week, because this was Monday. So it broke out the consolidation last week, but we was in the middle of it when we went for that buy on Tuesday last week. So we're going to the free signal for Telegram, and we go to Tuesday last week. Boom. Scroll. It'll be easier if I know what date that was. That was the 29th. All right, cool. All right, so here's Monday the 28th. We went for this UJ buy. Entry SL. We entered this on a live stream. Boom. We hit TP2, and after TP2, as we can see, TP2 got hit. I got wicked out. And as you can see, again, there was no volume. So what happens is there was no volume. Price had no choice but to continue to hug this daily level. Now, there's a couple of reasons why there's no volume. One, it was Monday. Monday and Tuesdays are usually the lowest volume days. But then also, if we go to the 29th, August 29th, we had news. And let's see what time those TP started to get hit. Let's go to the next day. So we had TP4. Okay, started getting hit before the news. Okay, so this got hit a little bit before the news. But we had a news day that day. So looking at this was a perfect example. Some people also look at the reactions in the beginning. Wait, was this one? No, I think they might have took them off. They kept the ones from this week, but there were some shocked reactions. There were some thumbs. Well, here's a shocked reaction. People were shocked because, again, we was in drawdown. But again, if we look, it was just hugging the daily. So this is why it's important to look at a chart while you're in a trade, and also to have these levels marked off, and also have, whether you're in a buy, have your long position visually set, or if you're looking for sales, have your short position visually set. That way, you know what the risk to reward you're looking at it, and most importantly, so you can see the full perspective of the move. Because again, I was chilling, not tripping. Why? Because I can clearly see what's going on. It's just hugging this level. And also because I went and followed the trend of price, trend of flow of price. Why did it take me all the way over there? That makes zero sense. All right, because again, prior to this, we were still nice and bullish. Now, this was the consolidation ranging that we're kind of stuck in with GJ and all the other currency pairs. This broke out of it this week, though, so we could have got a nice buy setup here. But I usually don't trade UJ. Honestly, the only reason why I traded UJ that week is because someone asked me to look at it, and I saw a setup, and we took it. So shout out to, I forgot who it was, but shout out to whoever asked me about UJ last week. But that's the only reason why I took the buy. But again, same thing. We followed the flow of price, caught that wick, and then what happened? Got sucked back into the consolidation, came back to this daily level. I mean, at this support level. How we know the support level? Again, looks just like GJ right now. Strong resistance level got turned to strong support. Each time price hit that level, respected. Tried one more time, rejected that level, came one more time here, then boom, that's when it broke through. So now we see the uptrend continuing, right? Same thing with SPX. We call it SPX trade with the members on Monday, had the same results. Right, we caught that reversal last week. Boom, boom, boom. So you see this for the 28th. We're about to go switch this over and go to the advanced place signal room really quick. Again, these trades popping up. Don't take these trades. These are old trades. I don't need nobody taking these trades. All right, so we're in advanced place signal room. So we're about to scroll to Monday. So Monday is right here, but no. We call this SPX buy. Here's the entry 4432 SL TPs. Same thing. Was this the day one? Okay, so you see we entered the 947. We hit the first TP an hour later. TP3 got hit a few hours after that. And then TP5 didn't get hit until market reopened. And then again, so we go here, following the floor price, zooming out, boom, boom, boom. We can see what happened on Monday. Monday was super rangy. We just kept on hitting TP2, TP3 over and over again. And then look, it started treating this level. Let me change this color before I throw myself off. Started treating this level from a resistance to a support. But also look at these candlesticks. Lack of volume, right? Lack of volume came again. Since there's a lack of volume, it can't break to the upside because you need volume, which you see in these candlesticks to break to the upside. If you haven't watched my video on how to read candlesticks, make sure to check those videos out. All right. So again, since there was no volume, price had no choice but to naturally and slowly trickle back to the nearest level, which in this case was the support level below it. All right. So then scroll. Next day comes, we entered US30 buys on the live stream as well. Then we see TP4 got hit, and then we see after the news, because the news was, what time was the news that day? The news was, we had news at 9 a.m. So we see after the news, that's when the TP started getting hit even more. Blah, blah, blah. That was the gold trade, US30 position, all that good stuff. And then we went live during the news event. So all lives are recorded and posted in there. But yeah, so same thing. Again, this was Monday. The full move didn't happen until Tuesday. But again, at the same time, we can see price was even close to our stop loss, and it was still respecting this level as a support, which we can see right here. So there was no reason to close the trade, especially if you didn't get wicked out in profit. And then because we follow in the flow of price and we patiently waited, not only did we catch the reversal, but we caught the entire daily candlestick and the entire move for the week. Because again, this was Monday. This was the huge Tuesday candlestick. This was Wednesday. And then this one price came to a halt on Thursday, the Monday, Tuesday, and then that's when price rejected. You get what I'm saying? Also, we go into the indices. Well, SPX is moving a lot smoother than NAS. But we're going to see if it can break below this level. So that's what we're going to be watching going into New York. That's what we're going to watch going into New York. But yeah, we just see these pairs still kind of just chilling, trickling. GN looks like it might try to get busy for us this next hour. We're going to just have to wait and see. But we're still going to be looking at possible GN sells. Still going to be watching the indices, still going to be watching gold. But as we see, we're still waiting on gold to retrace a little bit. It's kind of stuck on this level, so it might not retrace, but we're still going to wait. Yeah, I'll put this trade idea up. Still got a little bit of work to do, though. Still got a little bit of work to do. I'm going to see if it can do it this next hour, though. Just going to put stops right here. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, so new 15 just started, so we're going to see how this 15 goes. Stop putting thumbs down, my boy. Hey, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up because I honestly don't care, but I'm glad you brought that up because I'm about to show y'all something. And I pay attention to everything. I pay attention to my subscribers, my followers. I pay attention to my view counts on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff. So I pay attention to all this stuff, right? So let me show y'all something. This number has not changed. Like it stays between 1179 to 1180. So this number has not changed, right? This number has not changed all week. This number has not changed all week. So if we look at last week, we're still in this week. So let me scroll to last week. But look at last week. Let me just show y'all something. Call this UJPY. You know, no reactions. Cool. Until the TP started getting hit. Let me see some reactions, right? Let's scroll up some more. Let's see how we did last week. Let's go to last week. Call this GJPY. You see these nice reactions. Everybody's happy. Everybody is happy. Everybody's happy, right? So let's look and see how we did last week. Last week we went 7-1. Okay, that's how we did last week. 86% win rate. Actually, that's not how we did last week. I'm lying. Let's do this the right way. So let's look at last week. First of all, last month we went 47-5. 45-7, 87% win rate, caught 219,708 pips, 211,933. Those pips strictly with the members in the advanced play center room. Okay. Let's look at the reactions. That same loser is still putting thumbs downs for no reason, right? But this is a great win rate, and that's a lot of pips. Name another signal room that is calling out this many signals for one, and then catching this many pips. Show me a signal room that's doing this consistently, right? Then we're going to go to how we did last week. Scroll. Last week we went 9-2. And this is the same loser putting thumbs down. He's just upset. But last week we went 9-2, 82% win rate, caught 88,916 pips. So last week we was positive win rate, huge amount of pips caught. Monday we caught 970 pips. Tuesday we caught 36,946 pips. Wednesday we caught 50,300 pips. Thursday 0. Friday 700 pips. Excellent week last week. That's how we ended last month. Let's look at the week before that. The week before that, we went 7-1, 86% win rate, caught 1,000 pips. Let's look at the week before that. The week before that, we went 10-1, 91% win rate, caught 55,844 pips. That Monday, 1,493. That Tuesday, 14,000. Wednesday, 25,000. Thursday, 1,000 pips. Friday, 13,000. Let's look at the week before that. Boom. The week before that, we went 15-0, 100% win rate, 5,553 pips. Let's look at the week before that. This is how we did July, 34-3, 92% win rate. Caught total 105,389 pips. Okay, cool. Let's look at the week before that. Week before that, we went 15-4, 79% win rate, 72,624 pips. Let's keep going. Week before that, 7-2, 78% win rate, 9,500 pips. Week before that, 12-0, 100% win rate. Week before that, 13-2. Week before that, let's see how we did. 6-1. Let's see how we did the week before that. I can keep going. I can keep going. 55 for that month. Let's see how we did the week before that, 14.0. So if the number hasn't changed from this week and we've had an excellent month, we're up still this week. Why are people upset? Oh, because we lost the trade here? Makes no sense. So I don't really care because these are just losers. Because these same people that are posting this stuff are the same people that are quiet when TPs are getting hit. Look at how many reactions people left when SL gets hit versus when TPs get hit. Look how many less reactions we get when TPs get hit. Right? This day was a little bit different because I called those losers out. But let's go back to last week, right? Let's go back to last week. Okay, decent amount of reactions. Decent amount of reactions. Okay, 5 reactions. Well, 4 because one of those was mine. Okay, 3 flames. One of those was mine. Okay. Most of these are the members, though. Shout out to the members. All right. So we're getting some decent reactions here, right? So where did all these people come when a stop loss gets hit? Where is all this support when I call these plays out for free on my free time when I'm live daily because I want to? When I'm doing all this because I want to. Because if I really wanted to, I could just be in the woodworks trading on my own, saying screw all y'all guys, let y'all keep on getting finessed and getting trash signals from other people. I mean, there are some people that still call decent signals, but let's be real, most people have trash signals. So it's like, where's all these reactions? Where's all these people posting and stuff when we have all these TPs getting hit? You don't see all these Look how little reactions. Called a perfect play. Called this a 317. Literally, the next session, all TPs got hit. Where's all those reactions? Where's all those people leaving, posting comments? So that's why I don't really care because again, people focus more on negative stuff than the positive stuff. Like we just had an excellent month, and then we have choppy market conditions right now. But all y'all want to come out the woodworks and put some thumbs downs and laughing emojis. Where's the thumbs up and flames emojis when I was blessing y'all's accounts literally all quarter, all year? So that's why I don't really give a shit. I'm like, just let y'all do your thing. In that case, I'm like, okay, I'm just going to just call more signals strictly for the members since y'all want to be unappreciative. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because again, I'm doing this. I don't have to do this stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really care. I just want to point that out because it's just people being losers. That's literally what it is. Like, there's winners and losers. I don't really care. But I just want to point that out, put it into perspective. It's like, all these people want to figure out how the reactions work when the SL gets hit or when we're rangy. You know what I'm saying? But, when I'm calling TP after TP, they just reaping the benefits happy. But as soon as something doesn't go their way, then they want to, what's going on? Let me go on my phone and, you know what I'm saying? Obviously not everybody because, people do message me in the free channel and stuff like that. But, that's why I don't really care because it's just funny. It's just funny. But let me catch up to these comments. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why. Like I remember one time I had a dude literally try to cuss me out in my DMs because I wasn't calling some of the plays in advanced play sitting room out into the free channel. I'm like, so you're mad that I didn't call all the trades out in the free channel, but I called a free play that hit all TPs literally an hour ago? It is what it is though. That's why I don't even be tripping. Yeah, that too. And plus, I be on the internet. I play games. Like those that are gamers, most people, as soon as they open their mouths, instead of saying something productive, because I play a lot of competitive games, like team games, competitive rank stuff. I don't usually play casual stuff. So in those games, there's these losers that as soon as something goes wrong, instead of saying, hey, let's do this or let's focus this person, they want to be like, they say some passive aggressive or sarcastic stuff that they wouldn't say to someone in real life. It's the same thing on here. It's the internet. People are comfortable behind their phone screens, and that's just what the internet is. So I don't really trip about it. I honestly be laughing, to be honest. That's why I called that dude out. And then you see people were laughing at my comment, but then again, those same people laughing did the same thing that loser did yesterday when the SL got hit. But yeah. Will you do any giveaways? That's a great question. I did a giveaway. Last giveaway I did was when we hit 500 subs. The next giveaway is when we hit 1,000 subs. The live is on there. I don't remember what it was, but we did the poll. We pulled the names live. But the next giveaway is going to be when we hit 1,000 subscribers. We're about 20 subscribers away. So what we gave away last time, we gave away a few courses for free. We gave away some access to the advanced play signal room. We gave away free one-on-one sessions. There was supposed to be this time it's going to be less winners, but there was like 6 winners last time, but it wasn't supposed to be 6 winners, but there was a couple of mistakes on my end. So, I had to compensate and make up for it because there was a few mistakes where I didn't add people into the poll that did submit their stuff for the giveaway. So I just had it, well, I didn't have to, but I decided to, give a few extra winners out because it's like, hey, I didn't put you in the poll, so how are you even going to qualify? So, but yeah, so the next giveaway is going to be at 1,000 subscribers. It's going to be the same thing, just not as many winners, but going to give away access to, I'm going to give some course out, access to the course, some free access to the advanced play signal room, free one-on-one sessions, all that stuff. And of course, we're going to pull the names and all that stuff alive. So GN is looking like it's about to try to break and hold this level, but this is still the 4-hour level. So I still need price to break and hold underneath this level. So we're going to see if we can do that the next 15. But that is a good sign that we see right there. And yeah, gold is still respecting this level, trickling. Yeah, so next giveaway is going to be at 1,000 subscribers. So if you ain't hit that sub yet, go ahead and hit that sub. Not just because of the giveaway, because we gave away a lot of information this live, but I give away free game information every single live. And not only that, but we live stream and live trade daily. And then we also on the same exact channel post weekly content from trade breakdowns, trading psychology videos, trading tip videos, trading plan videos, risk reward videos, how to count pips, trends, how to read candlesticks. And it's not just no half game, half gems. I break it down, make it super simple. And best of all, it's shorter than your favorite TV show episode. So there's no excuses. Yeah, bro, I'm ignoring it, but Trader Blue, shout out Trader Blue, he brought it up, so I just want to put it into perspective, because again, especially when new people join, they're just going to see that stuff, and also, a lot of people ain't going to scroll that far up and explore the channel, so that's why I try to, show long-term results as well anytime on the lives, but yeah, that's why I don't really care either, because again, it's about perspective. Like, if you win one day, if you have one winning day, that's cool. But what about the week? How you gonna do for the week? How you gonna do for the month? How you gonna do for the quarter? You know what I'm saying? That's what's super important. But exactly, yeah, exactly. That too. But you'll never find a hair doing better than you. Putting time into hating on people speaks for itself. Exactly. And I literally be calling people out, because I be getting a lot of traders or like other people that be trying to teach people trading, that be coming into my comment section, especially on TikTok. I think they be reporting my stuff too, those other trade, because on TikTok you'll see a lot of times where I'll respond to a comment on there, and it'll be a trader. They'll be talking trash, right? And then like after the second back, because I don't go back and forth in comments, I just call them out and be like, "What are you under my stuff for?" And then the next thing that comes out their mouth is, "Oh, I'm a trader," or this, that, and the third. I'm like, "How are you a trader?" But you're saying what you're saying. It's just craziness. But I think that's also why my TikTok be getting reported, not getting pushed how it needs to be. And hey, you're a real one, J Rod. You're a real one. And yeah, like I said, I ain't really tripping. Like I said, that's why I honestly, like, no bullshit. I be laughing at my phone. All right, y'all. So we're gonna hop off now. I wanted to make sure we're still on for an hour, because again, we usually start at 3 a.m. We did a little bit of a later stream because my computer wanted to update. Can't really stop the update once it starts. So yeah, members, we're gonna be live in a couple hours, well, a few hours technically, for the New York news event. We're gonna be breaking down some stuff, answering questions, and then of course seeing how the news affects the markets. Y'all interested in learning how to identify these levels? I do have a couple videos on YouTube, but join the advanced play signal room. What comes with the advanced play signal room, I can show you better than I can tell you. Let me pull it up really quick. And then also, we're going to be going live. Actually, no. Actually, no, screw what I was about to say. But yeah, let me pull up the advanced play signal room. So what comes with advanced play signal room is obviously you get all the signals for the day. You first get the first signal of the day. Members always get the first signal, and then also Tokyo sessions exclusively with the members. So it doesn't matter how many trades we take during Tokyo session, all those will be getting sent to the members. The free channel gets 25 to 50% of the trades for the day. So also what comes with it is what I call New York price watch list. What the New York price watch list consists of is breaking down the trades we took during London and Tokyo session and possible setups going into New York. I don't just say we're looking for buys, we're looking for sells. I explain why we're looking for buys, why we're looking for sells. As you can see, the arrows moving on the screen. I'm breaking down stuff. And then I explain and give specific price levels where we can look for entries and exits on. And I give projections on literally all the pairs, the indices, currency pairs, trades we're in, all that good stuff. And I drop this every day during New York session, right? We can scroll a little bit more. Same thing, New York session. We'll scroll one more day. Same thing, New York session. New York session. Well, this was Sunday. That doesn't count. New York session, all that good stuff. Then we also go live at least 2 times a week, strictly with the members. This year, they've been focused around the news events during New York, but you have access to the lives of last year. You have over 400 videos of chart analysis and streams. So the lives last year, you see we're down in 2022. The lives last year were during Tokyo session. The lives this year are been around New York session, strictly around the news. All right, so we witness how the news affects the markets, answer questions, all that good stuff. And just like the lives on YouTube, if you missed the lives, they're recorded and posted into the channel so you can watch them whenever you get the chance, which I suggest if you don't watch them during the week, definitely take the weekend to watch those lives. That way you don't have a bunch to binge and watch. And of course, I also walk y'all through the trades, okay? So there's a thing called zones. Members and the course members know what the zones are, but I let y'all know when the zones get hit. Basically walk y'all through the trades. Then there's the pinned messages. I'm not going to click them, but there's the account size key. Then there's a student member group chat. The account size key just basically makes sure that you're not taking any trades that your account cannot handle. All that good stuff. Also, I have to make a video on this, but this is also why I patiently, wait for setups. This was one of those weeks when we caught all those highs. Like again, if you go into the free channel, you'll see we caught. There's a tire move up on GN, the tire move up on the JPY pairs, and then we caught the tire downtrend on NAS, and we caught the tire downtrend on gold that week. And because of that, I was able to double my account in like 3 days, which we can see here. I went over a few times, and I'm trying to get off this live, so I might go over this again. I'm going to make a video on this probably. I don't know if it's going to be a YouTube video, but I'll probably make a quick TikTok or something. But just really quick, you see the account balance. You see the entries, all 0.01s, so you can't really sell over leveraging. You see this date right here. See how they're still holding GA, just broke back above the middle of the zone, waiting for a retest, still holding projections, still holding NAS. So here, I'm still letting the members know what trades I'm still holding and all that good stuff. And then I'll also be like what I'm looking for during Tokyo session. Then this was the 15th. We go to the next day, the 16th. Same account balance, same positions, just added positions. And of course, because I'm going with the flow of price, I'm not counter trading. I'm not going for a bounce or retracement. I'm waiting for the ultimate move. I'm able to scale positions and grow my account. And then literally in like 3 days, 4-ish days, same account size, doubled it in a week. So it's that simple, y'all. And of course, there's also the student and member group chat. I'm not going to go into that because it got people's faces and names in it. But what comes to the student member group chat is obviously the group chat. And then there's a pinned video in the group chat that teaches you how to calculate your lot size to make sure that you're risking the same amount every single trade. Because again, you don't want to risk 5% one trade, then 8% another trade, then 10% this trade, then 20% this trade, because that's going to ruin as you go on later into the week and the month your trade results, and it's definitely going to throw off your risk to reward. You want to at least each week. You can change it the next week, but at least each week risk the same amount Monday through Friday. And you want to change what you're risking per trade next week, then you can do that. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, if you're interested in that, links are in the description for that. Make sure to hit that first link and join the free signal for your Telegram. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Members, we're going to be going live in a few hours. If you're not a member, I'll see you on the next YouTube video or the next time I'm live. Let me catch up to this last comment really quick before we hop out. Yes, NAS is dropping down. So I forgot who was saying they're still holding NAS. You got a little lucky because I don't recommend doing that. But you got a little bit lucky. But members, it went as projected. So again, we'll have to see if it can break this level. If it can break this level, we might go for a round 2 on the NAS sales and see if it can hit the TPs and go as projected as we was trying to do yesterday. But yeah, so it's about to approach that daily level that we went for sales on last time. But yeah, going to go ahead and hop off this thing.